In New Orleans, a city still recovering from the devastation of Hurricane Katrina, the Carrollton Avenue Church of Christ still stands as a beacon of God's light. For over 70 years, the Carrollton Avenue Church has sacrificially given of itself in order to share Jesus with the people of New Orleans. Carrollton Avenue stands as a refuge of healing and forgiveness in this city.
Carrollton is a special church because it's a genuine church. It's real. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. We all have something in common, that's Jesus. And Carrollton has always been known for reaching out to anybody that walks across the doors. Not only those that walk across the doors, but we reach out into the community. We make connections with the schools and throughout the neighborhood. I mean, we have people from all walks of life that comes to Carrollton, and we show them the love of Jesus here.
After Katrina, Carrollton's response was just amazing. They reached out into the neighborhoods. We started gutting houses. We started distributing food. Our building was devastated. And we had meetings with the eldership and the leaders of the congregation to say, what are we going to do? And the decision was made to put aside our own needs initially and say, let's clear this out. Let's make space. The heart of Carrollton is, what can we do to be Christ in this area now? And the need was now, and the people needed water, and they needed food, and they needed help. And we were able to provide that by bringing resources into our building. For almost 30 days, our building was underwater. We couldn't even get in to see the damage. Everything was a loss. Pews, songbooks, Bibles, rooms, all the equipment, everything was gone. We scraped all that out and put it in dumpsters out on the street. We cleaned it up to get ready, to be able to do relief work and to help people, at the time. It's hard to describe what it took to give when you didn't have much, to open a church building up when it was in devastation, and to give of yourself so that you could help other folks. Carrollton did church. They lived church, and they were the hands of Christ in a very difficult situation in their own hurt and their own pain.
One of the great privileges of being a part of Carrollton is knowing that ministry is at the forefront of what we do here. We have a very strong sense that we are in this community because God has placed us here. And that part of our identity did not change with the storm at all. Immediately the church set to work. We've been able to expand the number of kids we serve, especially during our summer camp, even with our facilities not totally back yet. We're looking forward to being able to feel comfortable with the kids running down the hall and not worry about them veering into a construction zone. We feel like God has given us a very strong purpose, and our purpose is those kids. And when that's your purpose, it's very easy to feel hopeful and encouraged and keep going despite challenges.
We've heard how the Carrollton Avenue Church of Christ has helped the people of the city of New Orleans get back on their feet following Hurricane Katrina. But what they haven't talked about is the hit they took to their own building as a result of the storm. You heard Kurt Garrison talk about the many ways in which the Carrollton Avenue building was used for 2 years following Hurricane Katrina. But what Kurt didn't say was that this use of their building prevented their own rebuilding efforts. The Carrollton building is still only partially usable. It is in need of major structural and system repairs. Sister churches and individuals across our country now have the opportunity to stand alongside Carrollton Avenue in giving to them. $300,000 is needed to complete essential repairs to the Carrollton Avenue building. You've heard the story of this great church. You can now participate with them in God's unfolding plan of reaching the city of New Orleans for Jesus.